So our goal is to get 100 pre-orders by advertising and so improving on social media and crowdfunding.
So research and data, research and data analysis.
So we interviewed people at Stonefield and in Barricksburg, and the result is that most of them were interested in the product after we explained to them what that is, and they have heard about hydroponic farming, and a good amount of them have some sort of home garden farming.
That's on the thing I handed out.
And I look up on the internet, and more and more families are focusing on home gardening, and the total revenue for hydroponic farming is nearly $1 billion, and it keeps growing at the rate of 10%. And the takeaways from here is that the market is there, and we only need to improve on marketing. And we design different posters and show it to the interviewees, and they prefers more image than words. And financial incentives and the initial confusions of the product are the things that need to be addressed.
Solutions.
Okay, so as the meme says, winter is coming. So a lot of the fresh, local, and organic food supply decreases. So people want more of that organic food without having to go to the store, and that's like 2 weeks old. So we propose this is a great time for you to engage into public activities and really increase your marketing to those people who are looking for a way to grow their plants without all of them dying or not having them. So we decided with the high initial price tag and the innovation and futuristic design of your product, showrooms would be ideal. And similar to like previous groups have mentioned, Richmond and like you also told us, DC are ideal locations because like in Richmond, there's a really large farmers market that a lot of people attend. So just being able to get that retail up there where you know a lot more people are engaged is more ideal. And then for the showrooms, they're well suited for cars and furniture and those innovative ideas. And since this is like the Mercedes-Benz of the farmers world, so I think a lot more people will be attracted to that, especially if their financial incentives are given to them. And so in this is just like the name of it, we'll get there. So in 1994, there was only like 1,700 farmers markets. And then as of 2012, there's over more than like 2,000, 3,000. But as soon as winter comes, there's only 15%. So 15% of that is about 1,000. So that's, again, why you should capitalize off the winter's market. See, people are looking for these vegetables that, besides the ones in store that are usually shipped from somewhere else, they're old, they're not really sure about where they're coming from versus this in-home innovation. And we also found, like from this, 82% of people appreciate the quality of the product over the price, so people are willing to pay more just to get the quality of it, and 50% more people are beginning to care more about their diets and what they're eating and where it's coming from.
So we looked into crowdfunding as a possible solution. Kickstarter might be a good idea because it's easy exposure. There really aren't any competitors with hydroponic gardens on Kickstarter currently. I looked through for like 2 hours. Even though there is a 5%, I actually did. Even though there is a 5%, there is a 5% fee, which is a fee, but better than not getting anything for not doing Kickstarter. So I think it's not that big of a deal when you look at the big scope of it. And even though more than half of the Kickstarter projects do end up being unsuccessful in reaching their goal, more than 78% reach at least 20% of their goal. So I don't really think it would be a total loss just to try it out. And I know a previous group kind of mentioned kind of the high price point for a Kickstarter goal, but Vlone is so unique on the Kickstarter platform, I think you can't really compare it to any of the other ones because it's just a completely different product.
So for social media, we found that contagious media is also really ideal for this product. So since you have several stable locations such as Corner Juice and Boar's Head, you should take the opportunity to place things such as whether it be brochures, flyers, just your website, and like Jill's group I mentioned, just like a little info like iPad thing with a little video of like the things that repeat like growing on the website in front of it, just so you can get the exposure from the people that have engaged with your product, and then also know that you have a future one coming in the future. And for your platforms, you should also try things other than Facebook, since your Facebook isn't as engaged as Instagram or the other ones, which aren't either. But I think that if you do continue to use Facebook, you should bring the same innovation to your platforms that you do to your website. And for our local influence, like, don't DM like Kendall Jenner or anything for it, but try like local people who are popular in the sphere of Charlottesville, like whether it be, I don't know, maybe the mayor or the governor, people who have a lot of influence over Charlottesville, maybe even have an Instagram, and just finding that and that person to come and help market your product. And when you're trying to bring people to your website, you should use things like with less words, because like they mentioned with our flyers, we did several series of flyers and people seem to be more engaged. We had a background of your little plant video with the purple light, and just like one of them was reducing our carbon footstep one micro farm at a time, and the other one was just like the future of healthy living. And people seem to respond to those and the ones that had less words. So when it comes to
Oh my gosh.
Cool. Yeah, that was it. Questions, comments?